If you see people do something in pattern, over and over, there's some payoff for it.
What's the payoff here? There's none. It's a net negative.
Now?
No, it's always been a net negative. It was stupid. Then it's stupid now.
Well, now, but I'm curious why you have lied when you've lied, like you've led people to believe you were Jewish.
No, that's again taken out of context. I've always said Jewish. Do you have a clip?
I do, actually.
Oh, so run the clip. Run the clip.
How did you know?
Run the clip.
All right, let's do.
I'm a Latino Jew, which makes them shake in their pants, because the reality is I got it all, baby. I come from all angles.
I've seen how socialism destroys people's lives because my grandparents survived the Holocaust.
True. I was raised Roman Catholic. I've said that at the RJC stage in 2022. I even made the joke as I was introduced. Amazing, a room with over 1,000 Jews, and you're conceding the mic to the only Roman Catholic in the room. And then I go to say, well, I am Jewish. After all, the whole room laughs. It's a joke. It's lighthearted and respectful. And then all of a sudden, it's spinned off in the narrative of George Santos lied about his heritage.
Were your grandparents Holocaust survivors?
I didn't say they were Holocaust survivors. I said they fled the Holocaust, right? I know where I have done wrong. I have fessed up. I have apologized. I continue to apologize profusely. Not a day goes by that I don't recognize and wish I could have done it differently.
But have you owned it? Because you're still ducking and weaving. And I'm trying to give you an opportunity to just be 100% transparent and authentic.
I just don't understand what's expected of me. I can't change who I am as a person and my personality. I mean, it's almost like that's what's being requested, is for me to change who I am as a human being and my personality. I don't know how to do exactly what is expected of me from, I guess, your standpoint and your viewpoint that would make you feel like it's sufficient. And please correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. Listen, you have to be who you are. I'm not asking you to be somebody you're not. Your personality is what it is. But I've been doing this for over 45 years. There's a big difference between deception detection and then getting to the truth. Those are two separate parts of interviewing somebody and getting the whole picture. And you show a lot of lie behaviors when you're talking to me. Then getting to the truth is the second part, where it's like, all right, then if what you've said and done is not the truth, and you've said, I did lie about a lot of things. I've said that before. Okay, I get that, but usually that sentence ends with a period. With you, there's a comma. I've lied before, comma. Here's the rest of the story. And that's where I'm trying to find the bottom here.
So are you saying that me trying to give you context to it, I should just stop at admitting it and not giving you the context?
No,
and that would be, maybe I'm learning from you. You know, I'm really trying to learn from you.
No,
so if that's what you're telling me,
I
then
guess you've had worse advice.
I agree.
Well, we've agreed on something.
There you go.
Your body is a system, and when it's running right, you feel focused, energized, in flow, but sometimes we struggle to find that flow state. Why? Because there's too much static in our system, brain fog, fatigue, and inflammation. The Echo Flask clears the static by infusing your water with molecular hydrogen, a natural science-backed gas that helps your body think sharper, recover faster, and run smoother. This is more than hydration. It's better focus, more energy, faster recovery, less internal stress, and longer-term benefits that keep you sharp. When your water works harder, your whole system does too. Find your flow state with the Echo Flask hydrogen water bottle and get an unlimited supply of hydrogen water at home and on the go. Visit echowater.com/Phil and use code Phil for 10% off. That's echowater.com/Phil. Enter code Phil to save 10%. There are reasons people lie. One reason, they take what is not rightfully theirs. That's a reason people lie. They lie to escape accountability. They lie to create a fantasy, false self-esteem, because they think, I'm boring, I gotta fluff this up a little bit. They lie to avoid punishment, inflict pain, to feel better in the moment. They steal admiration, or to gain advantage to exploit others. Which one of those do you think motivated you to lie?
I think probably to the self-esteem boost.
Did you think you weren't enough?
Probably.
Can you remember the first time you really wove a web of lies?
The campaign.
So you were just a straight shooter till the campaign,
I'm not
and then
saying
all of a sudden...
I was a 100% straight shooter, like, what do you categorize? Like a friend, let's hang out. Oh, I can't, I'm sick. No, I was lying. I don't want to hang out with you, but I don't want to tell you that because you're my friend. Like stuff like that, that's normal. But the campaign is where like I sit back and I look, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? Like when I hear these clips, I'm just like, it's true. It's really sad. It's like I'm 35 years old. I have to deal with this now for the rest of my life, and I self-inflicted all this stupidity onto myself. I've taken this.
Well, you're getting in your own way.
Dr. Phil, I could cure cancer. Not that I can, right? People would nitpick at it.
You going to run for office? You're running for office.
Well, since you bring that up, I believe truly that the two-party system is a problem for our country, and I do want to run as an independent. But I have decided just a few hours ago that I'm going to suspend the campaign for the sheer fact that where we are today, the rhetoric is so strong. There's no way for you to be able to be successful with a independent campaign. I think that's going to have to take the back bench, and a couple of years down the road, if I feel like I can, I'll try again.
Despite some post-election optimism, Wall Street is already bracing for a rough rest of 2025. When Warren Buffett starts dumping blue-chip stocks and stacking up cash, you've got to ask yourself, what does he see coming? I trust Preserve Gold to safeguard my accounts, and I urge you to do the same. They're the only precious metals company I recommend. When uncertainty is this high, smart people look for stability. That's why physical gold and silver might just be what your finances need. Text Dr. Phil to 50505 to get your free precious metals guide from Preserve Gold. With gold prices recently breaking records and analysts predicting this trend to continue through 2025, you cannot afford to wait. As a bonus, you can get up to $15,000 with a qualified purchase from Preserve Gold. So don't wait. Text Dr. Phil, that's DRPHIL, to 50505 today. Aren't you suspending the campaign because you can't raise any money? Who would give you money?
Yes, I have multiple people who had said they have no problem with donating money to me for running for office.
Seriously?
Sure.
But you misappropriated their credit cards.
That's an allegation that I'm going to prove false in a court of law. I will litigate that in court, not here. The one thing nobody's going to accuse me of being is a thief, because I am not one.
Well, I hope that's right. There's a rule under the Federal Election Commission that if there's anything over $200, you have to report it, right?
Yes.
You had an awful lot of charges for $199.99.
I didn't file any of that. That's why we have campaign treasurers. And this is not my job.
Well, Nancy Marks pled guilty and said that you and she did this together.
I have 3 attorneys, and I'm paying quite a handsome amount of money to the attorneys in order to litigate that. But that's in a court of law with the Department of Justice, sir.
How do you make money?
I do consulting. I do tons of work. I'm on Cameo, as everybody knows, right? That's fun. You should get on Cameo. It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
You see, you think you're above it. You don't like Cameo.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. You have a tape about this?
I'm pretty sure you do.
Wow, let's look at it.
Hey all, George Santos here. My subscriptions are now open on X. Don't miss out on the piping hot tea for just $7 a month. just wanted to stop by to wish you a very happy Hanukkah. I can say, I can appreciate what it means to be Jew-ish. Well, only joking.
So you read scripts. On
Was it
Cameo.
$7 or $350?
So $7 is Twitter, it's X, right? So I have a subscription side of X where I write, exclusive content and people get to see that. And then at Cameo is where you get the personalized videos. That's part of what I do on my day-to-day. I have to pay the legal fees, they're not cheap.
Let's discuss preparedness because we know emergencies happen when we least expect them, but instead of just taking it, we can prepare. Let's discuss Jace Case, one of your most important preparation tools. With Jace Case, you'll have emergency prescription medications on hand right when you need them. Think about it. Ever been caught off guard? Whether it's a sudden illness or a travel hiccup, the right medications can make all the difference. Jace Case is designed to take that worry off your plate. So when a minor health issue pops up, it doesn't turn into a major problem. Don't let unforeseen circumstances derail your plans or your peace of mind. Live with confidence. Take charge with Jace today. Visit jace.com and use code PHIL for a discount on your order and get emergency antibiotics on hand for the moment you need them. That's jase.com, code PHIL, PHIL. Do you think you'll go to prison?
I hope not. I'm going to fight strong not to because I know a lot of the stuff is going to be litigated in court.
When's your trial date?
September 9th is the start of the trial.
If there's something that is the most unfair allegation against you in terms of just your life and things that people have spread about you, what would it be?
Being called a thief is just unfounded and wrong, period. I don't tolerate that. And I don't think anybody should. This is just crazy. That's why I've welcomed this abundance amount of transparency. And I want to do more and more and just...
If you think George is being transparent and forthcoming, raise your hand. If you think he's still ducking and weaving and spinning, raise your hand.
All right.
Well, there's some feedback about how you're coming across.
That's great, okay.
But you should take that feedback.
I take the feedback, yeah, I'll do better.
Look, I spent a lot of time in the litigation arena. I had a firm called Courtroom Sciences. We did trial science work and preparing witnesses for trial. And a lot of that was teaching them to tell the truth effectively. Let's assume that you really want to tell the truth, okay? Just for argument's sake. You suck at it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just...
Do I suck at it, or is it the preconceived notion?
No, it doesn't matter. It's just it's the reality. If I had your case, if your lawyers came and said, Dr. Phil, we want to hire you as a trial consultant here, and we need you to prepare George for trial, to testify, oh, you and I would have to go to Fantasy Island or something, because we would be in the woods for a long time, because there'd have to be some serious changes. You don't come across as forthcoming and transparent.
Understood.
You come across, let's put it, I would not buy a used car from you.
Fair enough.
And I'm not being judgmental here. I'm telling you, if you are a truth teller, you suck at it.
All right.
I'm just giving you some free advice you didn't ask for. If you're telling the truth, you need to change your delivery. Because if you take this approach to trial, you need to feed the cat and turn off the utilities because you're going to be gone a while. You don't want to go to court with this approach because this is a jury out here. This is 250 jurors out here who are saying, you're going to be gone a while. You don't want to do that. Don't take the stand, I can tell you that. You don't want to do that if this is your delivery. You don't want to do that. I'd call in a bomb scare before I'd let you take the stand. If I was on that trial team, I'd do anything to keep you off the stand.
Oh, God, okay.
And you seem like you're actually listening for the first time since you got here. You listen to what I'm telling you right now.
I listen. I genuinely listen and I appreciate feedback. I know people think, oh, we'll just laugh and make fun, but I take feedback well. And I try to learn and build from that because that's my goal.
Yeah, and I hope so. And these people are laughing with me, not at you.
I'm pretty sure it's the other way around.
No,
okay.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they think I'm hilarious. I don't think you think. I don't think they think you're very funny at all.
Oh.
You think you should take my advice? Yes. That's all I'm saying. And you didn't ask for my advice. I'm just offering.
Oh, I'm here, aren't I? I knew I was going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get it. No, I appreciate your coming here. You didn't have to come here. And I still think you need to own things. And I hope you use this experience. I hope it.
Oh, I will rewatch this over and over and over and over again. I will be your #1 hit on YouTube. Trust me.